Okay, so what I've got here is I've got a instance running in the cloud, and what we can see here is that I've got the people in the shot turning grey, whereas if I go back to the original and let that buffer in, we can see that they've actually got coloured tops on. So I'll go back down to here and put that in as the B side, and I think what I've done there is it's actually calculating live now. So let's make it full screen and hopefully it won't be destroyed. We'll let that calculate through and then I'll walk you through what's going on. Alright, so it's not destroyed. And we can see, if I bring up this and move it out of the way a little bit, we can see that we've got interspersed GPU activity on a GPU that's using just a little under 8 GB of RAM. And we can see down here the frame rate that it's calculating at. It's about 0.2 frames per second. So if you had the patience to sit through this video, you know that, what have we got here? 2288, so we've got 68 frames, and it's going to take 5 times as many frames as there are seconds. So what's that? Oh, it's probably going to take about 5-10 minutes to calculate, but I'm not going to put you through all that. What we can see here is that we've calculated this much, and then that's buffered in. And what I'll do now is I'll just hit stop and I'll walk you through what's going on. So there's the final result, there's the input. In fact, let's just change the input. Go, let's see what that is. Alright, so here we've got another clip of some people doing some things in the central market, and first thing we do is we put it into the color space so that without a LUT everything looks sort of natural, and then we can put Rotobot segmentation onto that, and that has just being a little bit glitchy. I'd say that that's Natron more than anything. So if we come down here and see the result there, we've actually made a little fringe around here. So we've said that this area is certainly foreground and that areas may or may not be background. And then we'll plug that into a Rotobot Trimap. We'll see if that calculates. Great demo. So in the end result, if we come down here, let's just make it go full screen again. Give it a moment or two to update. And then we'll jiggle with it otherwise. Let's just jiggle with it now. Go to another frame. That's as good a jiggle as any. And we can see here that with a completely different clip that the people are in grey, and then press play on that, and with a little bit of time we can see that that's calculating through, and there's some things that have gone wrong. Like this hat is still coloured. There's a little bit of a fringe here in the motion blur where it's not really detecting where the edge of the person is particularly well. This is fairly impressive here, where we've got somebody over very colourful fruit. They've all been put to black and white, and you can't really see that the coloured vegetables are bleeding in and the grey area is not bleeding out, so that's a pretty tough test. Now I think she's wearing a black top, so maybe not that tough, and we can see that that's calculating away now. So we've got, if we click back here, it'll play through. It's only got a few frames to play through. And similarly, if I hit stop on that, come back, and with the same composite, just chose another clip. What have we got? I don't know. Have I done this one before? Let's have a look. Have I just gone back to the exact same clip? No, I haven't. So let's see what's in here. Some people. And it did go and crash. Anyway. So anyway, come down here to the final result and make that full screen. Go to another frame to give it a tickle. And we should see that the people in this shot are being made grey once the computation's complete. So yeah, you can see that it's using the GPU there. So that's simmered down. No, it's still computing. There we go, there's the grey result, and I don't know if that's a flashed out white area or whether it's going a little bit beyond the edge. So we could just press play and let that update, but it's previewed something that which should take a lot longer to be sitting there and tracing around the edge of a person. Otherwise it's not doing the greatest job there in the motion blur, but nor's the cameraman, so that's me to blame, so I'm welcome to do that. Yeah, that's really struggling with the motion blur. Alright, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for your time.